this is your sign to clean your stuff up, man. It is spring break. I have been cleaning. I deep cleaned and reset and helped both my kids with their room and their stuff. I've been cleaning out our kitchen. I've been cleaning out my bedroom, and it's been pretty consuming. But I do, one, think spring is here. I always get an itch to like refresh my space in the spring. Something about that incoming Aries energy, I don't know. And two, I feel like when you are welcoming in a new version of yourself, when you're welcoming in more abundance into your life, when you are just trying to, create more, attract more, whatever, I feel like you got to make space for the new stuff. You can't bring new stuff into your life without first resetting your space and getting rid of stuff that no longer serves you. But first, my name is Jessica Darling. I am an artist and creator here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are already part of this awesome little community, welcome. Welcome back. Let's get into it. I've been working on my space. I've been working on myself. I am like launching this new version of me, Jessica 3.0. I already did Jessica 2.0. She's been great. Good. We're saying goodbye to her. We're evolving again. And I've been working really hard on my business. I have been getting all the legal paper in. I'm really excited to say that over spring break, I've had a week off. I have officially turned in all of the paperwork I need to solidify my business. And so next year, I will be filing this business on my taxes. Yay! I feel really good about it. I'm really excited. And I think having all of this official paperwork in is the last hurdle I needed to jump over in order to really start seeing revenue coming in from my business. I think not having all of those little pieces locked in, I just didn't really feel like a business, a legit business. I didn't feel comfortable promoting myself and making sales. So now that I have all of those legal pieces in, I feel like, all right, let's get going. With that being said, I thought I was going to do a lot more work over spring break. I thought I was going to get a lot more just clerical stuff done. I did finish my big thing, which was officially applying for my business license. So all of that is squared away. I'm just waiting to hear back from the city that I live in. But here's what I've done. I've been spring cleaning. And deep cleaning your house, for me, it's kind of like a little brain break. It's just like this monotonous thing. I'm just going through things, and it's kind of exhausting, and sometimes it takes all day, because not only did I deep clean my areas and the kitchen, I really went through all of my kids' stuff with them. They helped me, and we reset their rooms, we rearranged their rooms, and we just got everything just reset. Because here's the deal. If you are inviting a new version of yourself, if you are wanting to bring fresh, new energy into your home, if you want to bring new things into your home, you have to make space for new things. We need clear space, clean floors. One thing I've really been like focusing on, especially over the last 10 years, is my abundance mindset. I am working on switching my mindset to focus on all of the things that we have so we can attract more things into our life. And I had a huge aha moment this week as I was just like cleaning stuff. We have so much stuff available to us all the time. We have an abundance of things that I literally have to take an entire week to deep clean my house and reset everything, because that's how abundant we are. It's just like one of those things that I've been thinking about. Another helpful mindset shift that I realized too this week is, if you think about the last 100 years of the human experience, 100 years ago, we still had huge populations of the United States with people living in housing that didn't have lighting, like electricity, indoor plumbing, just normal things. Even 50 years ago, my dad grew up on a farm in rural the rural Midwest, he did not have indoor plumbing or heating or air conditioning. They had to heat their house with like a wood stove in the kitchen. So it's just, when you think about that, like, oh, I don't just have one restroom, I have two, and I can take hot showers in them whenever I want. You really start focusing on the abundance and the things that you have. So clean your house. It's important. Deep clean, reset. If you're calling in like a new version of yourself and you're trying to bring in more and more abundance into your life, something you can do is clean your house and honor the home you live in. I am just so grateful for our house. And it's funny how quickly you can take for granted the things that you have. Because we've lived here for about six months. And like, this is like an active muscle. This is something I've had to reprogram myself, because I've had a lot of like lack and poverty mindset that I've had to uncondition. My husband and I, we got together when we were very young. I was only 19, moving out on my own. We didn't have a lot. When I think about our first apartment, it was so small. We didn't have cable. We didn't even have internet in our house. We literally had a small TV with a VHS player, and we would go to the library. Like, that was like our date. We would go to the library and find movies to rent for free. We had a DVD player, actually. So we would find DVDs to rent for free. That was our entertainment. So when I think about even that, how far we've grown as a couple and how strong we've come up from having very little, it's a lot to be grateful for. And I just have been really shifting and focusing on my mindset this week, on my abundance, and just like deep cleaning. The other great thing I feel about cleaning my house and getting everything reset and reorganized is it's just like this brain break. I don't know how you guys feel about cleaning. It's just sometimes the mundane tasks of everyday life, even though they're so boring, they're actually, I feel, very cathartic and like good for the human spirit to just do these mundane, boring things. I feel like when we become friends with boredom, the rest of our life just, it becomes more ease. More ease? We ease into life. There's this peacefulness. There's this like feeling of content, not contempt. We feel content with our life when we can be okay with feelings of boredom. I have strong feelings about that too. We should all be bored sometimes. Being bored is okay. We don't always need constant input. Anyways, that's another day for another time. I hope that I've given you a little something to think about over the spring break. I've been really busy. Like I said, hanging out with my kids. We're doing fun stuff. We're also taking a lot of time to just reset everything and just get this, I don't know, just shaking off the last of this winter. Not that we live somewhere where it's super cold, but I definitely feel like we were very like hibernated for a long time, for a big portion of it. So I feel the energy of spring coming. I feel this itch to just clean everything, reset everything, to welcome in this fresh new energy, this fresh start to the year. I feel that the spring is the true start of the year. It's Aries season. It started the zodiac calendar and all of that good stuff. So I hope I've given you guys something to think about. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm super excited for the upcoming products I have available. Make sure you check out my website. It really helps me out. If you go to jessicadarlingstudio.com, click shop, you can get connected to my Etsy shop from there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.